Adam Jerome Ezekiel Thielen. We all know the story. Detroit Lakes enthusiast. Mankato State will always be Mankato State. His mom calling Mankato State. I'm going to call you Mankato State. $500 scholarship. UDFA tryout, working his way on up to the east side. Finally got a piece of the pie. That's right. That's Adam Thielen. But this season, with Stephon Diggs gone and a bunch of young receivers surrounding him, Adam Thielen needs to step up more than he ever has in his career and be a true leader of this team. I think he can do it. Well, he better do it. Yeah, I think he's more than up for the task. So here's what we mean. Adam Thielen turns 30 in August, right? Now he's the elder statesman on the Vikings wide receiver room, right? So just got paid last offseason as well, 4 years, $64.2 million deal, making him the 10th highest paid receiver in the league. Big expectations come with big price tags, and wasn't a great year. Had all those injury issues, had the hamstring, etc. But you have a great wide receiver, fan favorite, middle of his prime, coming off of averaging 91 catches, 1,205 yards receiving over the past 3 years, and then that. What has to be the most frustrating season of his career, 30 catches, 418 yards, 6 touchdowns. That hamstring just bugged him all the latter half of the season. And also, remember, he got cleated before the Niners game. Like, someone, probably Treadwell, cleated him. He actually had stitches on his ankle. Like, so that was a big to-do. So just bad luck, injuries, just all that all around, just a season to forget, right? So this offseason, the Batman to his Batman, Stephon Diggs, got traded. You know, the best wide receiver duo in the NFL got split up. Vikings only bring in Tajay Sharp for free agency, which I love Tajay Sharp. He ain't no Stephon Diggs. And then draft Justin Jefferson in the first round, which is he Stephon Diggs now? Does he have to be? No, he doesn't. He's his own guy. Justin Jefferson will develop at his own pace. But that's what they brought in to replace him, right? So also throw in the fact that the Vikings replaced first-year wide receiver coach Drew Petzing, who follows Stefanski to Cleveland. He's now his tight ends coach, with Andrew Janocko, who's never coached wide receivers before. I'm sure he's a great young coaching mind, but also recently was an assistant offensive line coach. So, guys never coached wide receivers before. Replacing a guy who'd never coached wide receiver before. Well, Petzing was an assistant wide receiver coach for 2 years, but yeah, well, whatever. So now, only Thielen is the only Vikings wide receiver over the age of 25, as well as he's the only Vikings wide receiver who's been on the team more than 2 years besides Chad Beebe. So, great. Yeah, Chad Beebe's number 2 in the super deep wide receiver core in terms of experience with the Vikes. Great. Cool. So that entire wide receiver room, and even Janocko to a degree, will be looking up to 19 for leadership, to take their cues, to show them how it's done. And we've talked about the leadership transition for this team. For a number of younger veterans who are starting to become older veterans are now starting to become the true leaders on this team. You look at Eric Kendricks, you look at Harrison Smith, and Adam Thielen is among them, right? And before, he's just this fun story, right? The UDFA tryout, coming from a small Minnesota school that is not as good as Winona State, a special teamer, one of the guys, big friends with Cordero, partners in crime with Diggs, working his way up, second team All-Pro 2017. Woo! Let's go. But now he has to lead the team. Now he's the old man, which, when you're going to be 30 and you're the old man, that makes me kind of depressed. But both on the field and the meeting room, everywhere, he does have to set the tone. He is the oldest offensive player besides Kirky, Rudy, and Reef. All three of them are team captains, so Thielen is right now a de facto team captain as well. And also, Thielen needs to take on the role of his idol growing up. You know, Chris Carter. Like every single Minnesota young boy growing up had the 80 Chris Carter jersey, the one, you know, with the iron-on numbers as opposed to sew-on, so they all got rubbed off, and that was a badge of honor, right? Your Chris Carter jersey, you wore it so many times that the numbers are just gone, just like disintegrated. Everyone had that, or Randy Moss one. It was great. But what Thielen needs to do, take on that late career Chris Carter role when Randy Moss came in 98. He needs to take Justin Jefferson, B.C. Johnson, K.J. Osborne, the other young wide receivers under his wing, and mentor them. Teach them how to be professionals, keep them on the path, lead by example, show them the ropes, etc. Everything that Chris Carter did for Randy Moss, Adam Thielen has to do for this young wide receiver group. And it's a shift. I know that 19 will be up for the challenge because he has to. I mean, because that wide receiver room, while talented, is very young and unproven. The guy gets seasoned up really quick, especially with this truncated off season. It's on number 19 to lead the way. All right, but your thoughts? Adam Thielen, most important season of his career. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Oh, also, with Diggs gone, he's the wide receiver one, and guess what? He's gonna get all the cornerback one attention. Defenses are just gonna dial in on 19. We're like, all right, we're gonna double 19. We're gonna bracket him. We're gonna shade coverage, and now, can anyone else step up? He's gonna have to. And he's going to have to be able to break through that wide receiver one attention. It was great having Stephon Diggs opposite of you because he kind of balanced each other out on who to pay attention more to. Yeah, there you go. Subscribe, Venmo, Skull, production value.